to the Passion Witch Project. I'm your host, Emily Steckel, Reiki practitioner, pharmacist, and Passion Witch. And on the show, we chat with folks who are leaning into what makes them wonderfully weird and living their most passionate lives. And today, we are joined by Patti Anastasia, who is a pet psychic medium and owner and founder of Your Animal Healer. Patti, welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm thrilled to be here.
This is wonderful. It's been a long time in the making. This
it really
chat,
is,
right? Like we've been wanting to chat for a good several months now.
Yes,
so
we have.
I'm so glad we can make this happen.
Me too.
Okay, before we dive into all of the amazing work that you're doing, I like to ask the question. This is a hard one.
Okay.
You don't have to have an answer.
I love hard questions.
Okay, good. You don't have to have an answer, and you're allowed to change your mind.
Okay.
If you could be the best in the world at one thing, what would it be?
I know.
You know?
Yeah, I
okay,
know.
what is it?
Okay. I want to be the best in the world at helping people to move through grief and to let go of guilt.
Ooh.
That's what I would love to be the best in the world at.
I love that. It's such a nice dovetail into talking about what your work is, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's beautiful, Patti. Okay, so please share with our viewers what is work? What is your work that is animal psychic and mediumship? What do you do?
So I'm a pet psychic medium, and I also channel animals.
Yes.
This is kind of a new talent I have found. They come in and talk through me sometimes. Okay. It's really interesting. So first off, a lot of people don't know what the difference between a psychic, medium, animal communicator, channel is. So I like to explain that. Animal communicator is someone who talks with animals right in the present, in this dimension, in this time. And pet psychic is somebody that talks with pets or people in this time, but also the past, in the present, and even sometimes past lives. So a medium is somebody that talks to spirit, so pets that have passed or people that have passed. And then a channel is somebody that actually lets animals or people come into their body and use their body and their voice to convey messages.
Yeah.
Another aspect actually is remote viewing. A lot of shamans do this remote viewing with wild animals where they look through, they kind of channel into the animal. And they look through their eyes. People, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
That's cool.
People that,
it's all cool. I mean, it's all cool.
I know, right? I love it. I'm so excited to be part of this world.
Yes.
But I don't really do that. That's somebody that does lost animals, lost children, where they can look through the child or the animal's eyes and see what they see. Mm-hmm. I can a little bit. However, I always refer out for anybody that has lost animals to professionals in that area.
Yeah. What was it that drew you to this work?
That's a great question. So I've always spoken with animals and spirit all my life. There was never a time that I said, wow, I can do this. There was a time that I said, oh, everybody can't do this.
Ah, yeah.
That is a good story.
Yes. Oh, please.
I had a dog when I was 6 years old. And this is Ladybug. You can see my little bug stir.
Yes, that's a sweet girl.
She's
so
my girl.
gorgeous.
She's my spirit animal, spirit partner in the world. She has added an amazing amount of love and knowledge to my work.
Oh my gosh, I learned
she does
so much
healing,
from my dog.
Right? Mm-hmm. She has brought so many tools and things that I've learned. In fact, we wrote this book together, Heal with Your Pets, and that's cool together.
Where can people find that book, Patti?
Oh, on Amazon and also on my webpage, which is youranimalhealer.com. Very easy, youranimalhealer.com. And there's a link right there. However, it is on Amazon as well, as a book and also an ebook.
Yeah.
But so back to the story.
Yes.
When I was 6 years old, I started to run into the road, and there was a car coming, and my dog Putzi, who's a boxer, and if you know what boxers look like, they can be pretty intimidating, and she ran and knocked me down, and she put her paws on top of my shoulders and said, "Don't you cross that road without looking." And she's like, "Come here, I'll show you." So she walked over And she sat down on the side of the road and she said, look that way, and then we crossed. And then she turned around, she said, show me. And so I said, all right. So I looked that way, and we crossed. And I was so excited. I told all my friends, and they told all their friends, and I taught them all how to cross the street safely. And then they all told their parents.
What was that experience like for you as a 6-year-old?
Well,
I imagine there was some, right?
Yeah.
People who didn't understand.
No, they thought I was a lot. And, that's when I realized not everybody did this. And not everybody talked to the spiders. The spiders used to tell me that I was lovable. Aww. Yeah, I know, right?
That's so beautiful.
I know, and all the animals. And ironically, I became arachnophobic.
Really?
Isn't that funny?
That is, well, there's something interesting there.
There is a story there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So what was it like for you? I mean, just thinking about having viewers watching who are looking to step into their own gifts, into their own kind of unique and like beautifully weird parts. I'm sure it was really hard to be a little kid and feel like, oh, I'm different, right? Like,
right.
do I need to bottle this up? Do I need to hide this part of me? Did you ever feel like that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I totally felt like an outsider. So to begin with, I felt like an outsider. I'm adopted.
Really?
Uh-huh. And I was adopted into a family that was Catholic and, definitely did not even understand this kind of world.
Yeah.
And so I spent my life really trying to be somebody that they would be proud of and also hiding who I was. So that really hurt me a lot. But, here, I'm going to be 60 in January. And to figure out, to have a career as a psychic back then was like, I didn't know, thank you. I really wanted to do something different. So I went into medicine.
Yes.
And massage therapy, and then EMT paramedic, and then nursing. And then in 2015, I had a career-ending injury.
Okay.
Where I fell on my thumb and I have so much hardware in my thumb. It's crazy. I could share a picture. You could flash it up later.
Oh,
it's really wild. I'm like, whoa. And I felt like Spirit said, get out there and do your work.
Yeah.
And so I always say I came out of the closet. Because it was like, it was like, okay, here I go. Holy cow. And then in 2 years, so in 2017, I adopted Ladybug.
Yeah.
She was a rescue, and she was about 1.5 years old. And I actually worked a lot with people back then.
Yeah.
I did some animals.
Yeah.
However, my focus wasn't animals until the pandemic, and everything fell apart. And I had to remake myself. Yeah. And the animals were like, we'll bring the people to you. And I realized it's really the animals, our pets, they're the ones that are smarter than us. They're our teachers. And if we're smart enough to learn from them, then we can grow and become better and happier, because that's what they want.
I feel that all the time. I like to say Ellie, my golden retriever, is my most empowering, wise, spiritual teacher.
Yeah.
I mean, she's taught me what it means to go after your freedom. She's taught me what it means to manifest just by being present and loving. Like, it's extraordinary. What are some of the things you feel you've learned from Ladybug?
So I've learned a lot of tools, which I outline in here.
Yeah.
We call it energetic communication and healing.
Yes.
And that's a method that we manifested, and it's 3 tools. One of them is image emotion sets. Okay. And that's creating one image of the message we really want our pets to hear with the high vibration emotions that go along with it.
Yeah.
So often what I learned is that we actually are giving our pets the opposite. We're giving them the message that we don't want them to know.
Exactly.
A perfect example is separation anxiety.
Yeah.
And when do you start worrying when you leave? Oh no, they're not going to be happy. Oh no, they're going to eat the couch. They're going to jump into the trash can.
They're
oh no, you have memories of when it happened before. And so these are all the images we're showing them. And the most intense emotion we're having is worry, fear, low vibration. So what do our animals do? They retract from it.
Exactly.
And they go, oh no, my alpha is nervous. My alpha my alpha is not comfortable with me being here. And what do they want? Oh, they want me to destroy the trash. Oh, they want me to make dinner for tonight. I gotcha. Oh, they want me to make the couch more comfortable. Let me do that, right? And so now we're coming home and we're thinking about, oh my goodness, what are they doing, right? Well, we can't stop doing that. So that's not even reasonable to say. So I say, feel them, go for it. And then have your go-tos. Images on your phone, this is a great way to do it, of your pet snuggled up, happy, just feeling safe and not even stressed. And also one of them looking confident, doing their job, healthy, happy, And those two images, and stare at one for 30 seconds and the other for 30 seconds, and practice this all day long until you can really get it so that in your mind you can go right to it. So feel the worry and then go to your go-tos. The key is holding the image for 30 seconds because they don't understand time.
Yeah.
I went to the zoo. This was so interesting.
Yeah.
And the bats, the bats are all, right?
Yeah.
And they said, this is what our human brains look like to us.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Really?
And they don't know what bat to pay attention to. Each bat is a thought.
Yeah,
Is it the ones that are angry and fighting? Is it the ones that are snuggly and loving? It's a little baby over there.
Yeah.
They don't know. So if we can hold that image of what we really want them to know, they're safe, they're happy. Ladybug, she's like, yeah. And then, with the higher vibration emotions, they're going to forget all about the lower ones.
Right.
And they're going to go, oh, my alpha's cool. And my alpha's safe. And they haven't gotten eaten by predators. And I don't need to make dinner or make the couch happy.
So do you recommend doing that just before you're leaving and when you're away from them, taking
as much as possible.
As much as possible.
Whenever you're feeling those low vibration emotions, feel them and then go to the high ones.
Yeah.
And do it before you need it. So just practice while you're, just find the two images, use the same ones all the time.
Yeah.
It's like the building blocks of psychic language, really. And, then you start building on. And and it's all outlined in the book, if that sounds like it resonates. Yeah. That's one tool. The other tool is keeping them energetically clear.
Okay.
Because they absorb everything from us. They're complete and total empaths. And physical issues, I'll never forget this TikTok video that I saw. And this man came around the corner and he's on crutches and he's non-weight bearing on his right leg.
Yeah.
And then the cat comes around the corner limping on it.
It's so
I'm like, that is a perfect example.
It's so charming and cute, but also heartbreaking, right?
I know. It's like, you poor baby. And so then, the thing is, though, because they don't understand time and experience time, they can't make choices like, I'm going to do self-care. I'm going to clear my energy. So they just absorb and absorb and absorb. And then if we don't do a maintenance plan of keeping them grounded and the tool that we've come up with is ground, connect, filter, clear, balance, heal. That's just the foundation one. There's a lot of other ones. But it's great just to keep them grounded, although it's maintenance work.
Yeah.
And see, when we do that with them, guess what? They're doing it back for us.
Right.
We heal them, they heal us. Together we can heal the world. I believe that.
And isn't it just such a lovely illustration of what we can all do for each other, right?
Collaboration.
That kind of self-charging battery where we are each enlivening each other.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, with our pets, with Mother Nature, all of it. As we put that care out there, that intentional love and concern for another.
High vibration.
Yeah.
It expands like helium.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
It's pretty extraordinary.
Now, our pets vibrate, like, for example, our dogs vibrate at 500 hertz. The emotion that corresponds with that is love. Go figure. How do you feel?
It's not a surprise, is it?
We vibrated at 68 to 100 hertz. The emotions that correlate with that: worry, fear, judgment, guilt. And that's why they come to us to raise our vibrational frequency.
She's like, yep, yes, Mom.
She's talking, she talks. So that's why it's so important for us to help them in their physical bodies to clear that energy, and then high vibration healing. And that's the third tool.
Okay.
And those are things like Reiki and tuning forks, lots of healing modalities out there. All of them, high vibration. One of the easiest ones that I found is gemstones. And I call every stone a gemstone because they're all gems to me. And you cannot pick a wrong one. And they're all higher vibration than our pets. Physics works in the third dimension. So physics shows that where there's one higher vibration and lower, they must come together to form a new resonant frequency. So we bring them down. So if we can raise their vibrational frequencies again, they get healthier. And I brought some stones. I just found them outside. And this, I call them Mother Earth stones. Okay, so I found this Mother Earth stone. And then I also found this one. This one's man-made. This is concrete. Doesn't matter, right? So let me show you. Ladybug, come up here. There you go. Here's a gemstone. And I'm going to just pet her with it. And she shows me exactly where she wants it. Yeah, that's good, huh? Yes, you like that. I know you do. Yeah. And they love this. They love it. Now let's see if there's any difference with this one. What do you think of that one? Oh, she liked it. Isn't that funny? She does. Oops. Is it over here? No. Where do you want it? Here? Oh, do you want it on your paw? No. Right here? Oh, heart.
Aww.
She wants it on her heart energy.
Yeah.
Let's see how they'll tell you right where they want it.
Yeah.
Huh. Are you my baby girl? You're so good. And she taught me that.
Yeah.
So
what did that look like? How she taught you that?
So I have always worked with gemstones, and I read gemstones. Like I'll pull them out and I'll get messages from them, especially with spirit, because they love to talk through stones.
Yeah.
But when I first got her, and I actually had a store, a whole kind of healing center actually in Amesbury.
Yeah.
And I always had stones out, and she would pick up the stone and bring it over to people. We had a class, an animal communication class one time, and two women came, and she literally picked up a stone, brought it over, put it on this woman's chest, and the other one was like, oh, and I'm like, what? She has pneumonia.
Oh my goodness.
Right? And so then I thought, I'm going to start petting her with them. And she was just like, yeah.
Like, I've been waiting for this.
Right?
I've been waiting for this.
And so that's a perfect example of how she's brought these tools. And then as we went on, we knew we had to like just write a book together. And when I would ask her, I have a whole segment in here about what perspectives our pets have.
Yeah.
And I asked her, and she told me.
Yeah.
So I wrote down all the perspectives that she said all the animals have.
What's like an example of one of those? I'm so curious.
Well, one is really, really important is when our pets pass.
Yes.
When they're living with us, they stretch us to love more. It's like this
Yes.
big, like just love hole that they create, and they fill it with their love and how much they value us.
Yes.
And when they pass, they leave this big, huge love hole, and it hurts.
Yeah.
And they always tell me that this is a gift, and I'm like, guys, this doesn't feel like a gift to us here, However, it's the crying and the crying and the crying that clears all of the grieving that we didn't quite grieve all the way, the traumas we didn't quite release all the way.
Yeah.
And that's the gift. Then, when we're ready to move through, and it's important not to have that guilt because the guilt sticks us in grieving.
Right.
But when we get through that guilt on the other side, when we're willing and we're never ready to fill that love hole back up again, they want us to choose the things that make us feel as loved as they did and as valued. They are our mirrors for what we deserve in life. So if you don't have the things in life that make you feel the way your pets do, get rid of them. I hear people going, but my husband. It's like, well, do what you need to do. However, don't choose new things that don't make you feel like they did. Yeah.
Wow.
They're amazing.
I'm still processing that. That's pretty. So, okay. So my dog is 2 years old, and I don't even want to think about the time that she passes, but I suppose she will, and we have to think about it. And so in that void, right? In that void, is the call for us to reach out to each other, like to find where that love is welcome, that we were giving to them, so we can receive it back. Like what does that? look like?
That's a tough one. I mean, because when you're going through that
Right.
process, there's not a lot of people that want to go through that with you.
Totally.
It reminds them of all the grieving that they didn't quite grieve. It reminds them of the pets that they lost, they stuffed, and are just able to function now in the life. And they don't want it to all come up. So it's important to reach out to, I hear all the time that they were my soul pet. This one was different. That pet, you need help. It's kind of like, you know, I heard it say once, you know, when your car's in a ditch, you need help getting it out. You can't do it yourself. This is a ditch, you know? And so you reach out to somebody like myself or, you know, somebody that does grief counseling and to help you through that, to give you the type of support to allow you to just be the mess that you are because that's what you got to do and give yourself that time to grieve. People are like, I got to get back to work. Oh, nobody's going to understand that I'm taking time off for my pet that died, you know? And it's like, well, you know, who cares? Here's the thing, who cares? That's where they are saying you're valued and you're loved enough to take care of yourself. And when they pass, it's time to really honor that time and heal because it's not just them. It's everything. It is a gift so that when you're through that, all of a sudden you know what makes you feel that way and you know what doesn't.
Exactly. So, you know, if someone were someone watching were in that moment of grief or, you know, experiencing the loss of a beloved pet and wanted to reach out to you, what would working with you as a medium look like to, or you know, in one of your other capacities as an animal communicator, what might that look like?
So first thing is I have different sessions. This one would be more, you know, connecting with your pet and spirit. And also, it's important to talk with the other pets that you have. So in this session, I'll connect with up to 3, living, past, whatever. And I have you send pictures. And then in that picture, before we have the session, you schedule your session for your time. I do Sundays and Wednesdays right now. And I would talk to them and also do healing work for them on the picture. And I write down all my little messages that they have for you. And then we have our Zoom session. It's all online because that is how pets communicate through images and emotions. And so when I'm in the physical with them, you know, with a pet that's living, I'm actually a distraction. I know that's hard to believe, but you know, I don't get good messages. So it's the Wi-Fi. It actually gets even stronger, the messages that I receive while I'm on Zoom with you. And then you ask questions. I give you the messages, and then I do healing work. And this healing work works for you as well, if you're willing and you want that, because your pets will bring that to you. I'm talking through them. And a lot of times they'll come in and channel through me. This is when I realized I am a channel. And so all of a sudden I'll be talking their verbiage. You know, the humans are usually like, oh my God, they told you that? It's pretty funny.
It's incredible.
You know, one thing I would like people to understand about what I do, though, is I separate myself, Patti and Anastasia. Patti is, I'm talking to you here, and Patti swears. Shh. And so you know that you're talking to Patti. However, Anastasia is when I'm in spirit, and I'm talking directly to spirit, and it's very different.
I wonder, so, you know, for other folks who maybe sense that they have this kind of psychic gift, I mean, we all have the capacity to develop it. Everyone does. But for someone who's particularly feeling that nudge, who wants to explore that, maybe even especially with animal communication, how would you encourage them to hone those gifts?
Take my program.
Oh, you have a program to help people?
I do. I have 1 month and 3 months.
Well, how about
that? So the 1 month, it's like focused, and one of the focuses is working with pet communication and healing. I go over and I show you all these tools, and we work with it. And you get my book. You also get a really cool little toolkit that you create a high vibration healing pet, which is way cool. You can use when you're not there, or they're at the vet, they're sick, or whatever. And then. And there's all different ones. There's a crisis one. There's, you know, an end of life one. And then there's for people that want to even go further and explore, you know, more inner child work, healing, and karmic, and then manifesting physical body, healing the physical body, all of those. That's the 3-month program.
Gotcha.
And by the end of the 3-month program, people's lives change.
Yeah.
The 1 month too. I mean, because, you know, say you want to So you got all your, and by the way, these tools are not meant to replace yours, they're meant to enhance yours.
Yeah.
Because it's really the harmonic energetic setup, the HESU is ground, connect, filter, clear, balance, lock that tool in. So then at the wiggle of your toes, you're able to access the tools that you already have that it took time before to do. You do it once, lock it in, and now access it with the wiggle of the toes. And I love to work with the pets the first month and teach all the foundational tools, and then we expand after that into, you know, more.
Absolutely.
Healing.
Oh, so
and
Patti,
developing your psychic gifts.
Yes. And I feel like, you know, you're such a lovely example of someone who leaned into their gifts and really, you know, allowed yourself to be you, right?
Yep.
To share this with the world, to help people, you know, process their grief, to help people connect and really appreciate their pets. For someone else who's, you know, who has passion, who has something that they're feeling called to do, but maybe they're scared, what's your advice?
Do it anyways. In the words of Mother Teresa, I love her. Do it anyway. And here's the thing, you don't have to announce it to everybody.
Yeah.
You know, find someone that you resonate with and, you know, maybe start getting some books or, you know, different things like that. And if you have to hide it under the bed for a little bit.
It's okay.
Until you're comfortable and more confident. And then, you know, when you're ready to step out of the closet, you'll know it and you will. And here's the other part of that is developing a tribe.
Oh, God, yeah.
Surrounding yourself, your inner circle. It's like, because we're surrounded, so many of us, by not the right inner circle. And you know how I always say, you know, the right inner circle is when they not only honor, they actually support and help you regenerate.
Yeah.
Because that's the part of life that people want you to stay in this inspired state.
Yeah. But we charge each other.
And also regenerate. When you're at that, I need to just have a pajama day, eat ice cream, binge watch, they're there with you.
Yeah.
Or they're making sure that they're bringing you food while you do. I mean, you know, there's no judgment for that lower vibration state that we have to be in. We came into this low vibration third dimension. We've got to work it. We're washing machines.
Yeah.
We're washing machines.
I love it.
Yeah.
Patty, I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for sharing your gifts. And certainly, you know, I encourage folks to reach out to Patty if you would like to work with her to, you know, communicate with past pets, if you are curious about developing your own psychic gifts. And the best way to do that, is that your website?
Yep. That's
okay, one more time.
You know, I have different, you know, social medias and stuff. But youranimalhealer.com. And also, I certainly work with behavioral issues, rescues, you know, health issues, things like that.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much, Patty.
You're welcome. Thank you.
We'll see you next time on the Passion Witch Project.